Hi and welcome to this cozy reading today. Today I asked my spirit guides, what does the collective need a reading on right now? And what came out was this idea of being lost and not really knowing the way forward. I did shuffle some cards, and the cards that came out are what is on the table, and I will get into those in a few minutes. This is a general reading, so please do use your intuition, take the advice that you feel is for you, and I really hope that this reading is helpful and guiding to you on your journey. I'm going to be lighting some incense. The incense that I've chosen today is sandalwood incense, and this may be of significance to you in some way. Sandalwood is very much connected to the earth, and it is in that sense a very grounding scent, which really does connect to the reading today. What came out, the cards that came out first when I started to prepare for this reading, was the Eagle card, which says to see from a higher perspective, and we have the Druid card, and the Druid says to hold the space. At the bottom of the deck was the Winter card, which says take care of your needs. Now at this point you are probably feeling pretty lost, not really knowing the way forward, and have come to this reading to get some advice. The advice from Spirit and the universe and your spirit guides is to look at your whole situation from a higher perspective. That means that right now, at this exact point in time, things might be quite unclear for you, but that is because this situation that you're going through right now is calling you to kind of look within and look at the whole picture of your life, because so many things have happened to get you to this point right now, and it's almost like a time of reflection. The Winter card coming out, winter is often a time of the year that we go into, or we feel the need to go into kind of hibernation, into sort of hermit mode, because it becomes very cold outside, and that need to just kind of hide away is kind of coming out. And I think that is why this card came out specifically now, is because you are probably feeling that call to kind of just go within a little bit and reflect on how far you have come in this journey, because you have overcome so many things already. And even though you don't know the way forward right now, you're feeling a little bit lost, it's because the way will become clear when the time is right. And that's with the Druid coming out here. The Druid speaks about holding the space. It speaks about not making any sudden and kind of chaotic moves because you feel like you need to take an action. That need to take an action is coming from the past experiences that you've had, where it's like almost like a trauma reaction of thinking that you need to always be doing something in order to move forward in your life. But that's not always true. Sometimes it is really important in our journey to really just stop and reflect on our current situation and how far we have come, and that helps you connect with your inner strength and the courage that is within you, and that helps light forward the way and will help you kind of see through this lost essence that you are experiencing right now. With take care of your needs written on this card, I'm really getting the feeling that it's basically just calling for you to do any small things that you can right now in this present moment. It's not asking you to worry about how the future is going to play out. It's asking you to really look at right now in your space, in this time, what can you do, what can you let go of, what can you reflect on, what can you have a different perspective on right now in your life. And that is what is important for you right now, not to worry about the way forward. When I was doing this reading, I decided to pick 3 crystals that would also tune into this message, and the crystals that came out was the amethyst, which is this beautiful purple crystal. The amethyst is very much connected quite often to the crown chakra and also to the third eye chakra, and the amethyst is all about protection, and in that sense it is more about the protection of your needs right now, protecting the space that you're in right now. And that just means like taking care of yourself, like do some self-love, self-care activities, spend time doing some things that you enjoy to really help connect with yourself. Because when we are feeling lost, it's because we have lost that connection to ourself and to our inner knowing. So it's kind of like the universe is calling on you to reconnect with your inner knowing, because all of the answers that you do seek are within always. And hold the space, because clarity is going to come when you work on that connection to yourself. We also have the tiger's eye coming out. Now the tiger's eye speaks about abundance. So there may be this feeling right now that is kind of acting into your feeling of being lost, is that you kind of are worried about how the future is going to play out, worried about your abundance, your financial status, things like that, career maybe. And the tiger's eye coming out is that confirmation that is something that is promised to you in your future. It is promised to you. Your abundance is always, always promised to you, and you will receive that abundance. But now is not the time to worry about it. So I think this is really important that this crystal did come out for you today, because it's just reassuring you that you don't need to worry about that right now. That's not what you need to worry about. That's something that you can let go of that worry, because it is kind of playing into helping you feel a little bit lost right now on your journey. We also have the red carnelian coming out, and this is all about fire and passion and doing the things and following the things that you really enjoy, the things that light you up inside. And I think that is coming out to kind of remind you, like, that is what you should really be focusing on. Focus on your fire, focus on what makes you happy. And if you focus on those things in your life, then you will start to feel less lost, because you will find that those things that light you up are what give you your purpose in life. You have these interests and these passions in your life for a reason, these talents for a reason. So choose to focus on those because they bring you joy, and they will help pull you out of this kind of darkness, this lost, pull you out of this sense of not really knowing the way forward. I'm going to now shuffle some tarot cards so we can get some more information. Okay, from that quick shuffle, I got here the 9 of Earth coming out for you straight away, and I also got release with Archangel Azrael. So the 9 of Earth, the message on the card 9 of Earth says, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, and successful self-employment. So maybe you are someone who has been taking your own journey in life. You've chosen maybe the path of entrepreneurship, where you are a self-starter, you've started your own business, and maybe that is playing into you feeling a little bit lost, because sometimes when we choose to make the way alone, it's like all the decisions and all the way forward is always on you, and that can be pretty overwhelming at times. But here it does say successful self-employment. So that is a beautiful, beautiful confirmation to you that you are promised this abundance if you follow this passion. Because I know if you are a self-employed person, it's because you've chosen to follow your passion. So keep following that passion. Keep going on this journey, even though it feels a little bit hard at times, I know. We have also enjoying life's little luxuries. So that's definitely confirmation there to really spend time doing the things that make you happy, those self-care, self-love rituals. And I do get a lot of beautiful nature vibes from this card. And we had the sandalwood incense in the beginning. So this big connection to earth and spending time outside. Also, all of the growth and garden on this card really makes me think of growth and of things, seeds that you've planted and seeds that you are planting right now are going to be growing. You are going to reap the reward of your harvest. Everything that we put energy into this life, that energy it's going to go somewhere. It's going to grow into something. So if you feel like you've been putting a lot of energy into something and it's not going anywhere, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Everything that you put energy into will grow. That energy will build, and it will build, and it will build. But the key thing is to really keep always, as much as you can, a positive attitude about what you're doing, and really focus on the joy and focus on the peace and the positive aspects, and that will help that energy really grow into in a positive way. That energy will build and build in a very positive way. And then we did get here spending quiet time alone. So I definitely get the sense that there's a lot of advice about really taking time to connect with yourself, because that will help you connect with your intuition, which will help you feel less lost on this journey and really help guide you. And then with number 13 coming out, we have the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, and time to move on. So with this, I'm really drawn more, instead of the time to move on, I think that could be more connected to moving on from past situations and experiences. It's time to release all of the things that haven't been serving you. Anything that you can let go of right now, let go of it, because it is weighing you down. And this can be your past experiences, past traumas. Let go of those experiences. Acknowledge that from a higher perspective, they have been really important in your life, but in order for you to move forward, it is important to let go of those situations. Think of them with a forgiveness attitude. Even if they were harder situations to go through, they were help building you into the strong person that you are becoming. There it says here spiritual transformation. So I really, really get the sense that you are undergoing a huge transformation. And look at this beautiful fire that's kind of emanating from this angel. And Archangel Azrael is with you. So that is an angel that you can call on right now to help guide you and help you release some of these past situations that have been weighing you down. And it's amazing how on this card, it's like the same as like the first card, where it's just like this beautiful garden that he's walking in. So I get the sense of leaving behind anything that doesn't serve you, and moving forward is going to be a really positive direction for you to go in, and it will help you feel less alone and less lost on this journey. And just know that your angels are always there, guiding you, supporting you, and you can call on them anytime to help you on this journey. And the bottom of the deck here, which I was just inclined to really look at, that is the Queen of Earth, which is the Queen of Pentacles. This is you, my dear. And it says here, make time for those around you. take a sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So that really makes me draws me back to this: take care of your needs right now. Just anything that you can deal with right now that that will help you feel like you at least are ticking things off the list, but not like charging forward and not making any chaotic decisions. Just know that like take a sensible approach. So deal with the things that you can deal with, and the other things will play out how they'll play out in time. And I do see a positive future here for your journey. And there's just so much beautiful color on this Queen of Pentacles card, so that always just makes me think of like a rainbow, and a rainbow makes me think of hope and joy, and I really do see that here for you. And just be as kind to yourself on this journey as possible. It has been challenging. You're doing the best that you can, and your angels are here reminding you of that. Angels are always seeing you in the best and positive light. They never look down on you. They are always, that you are perfect in their eyes, and you can always connect with that love, that feeling of love that they surround you with anytime you want. It's really there within you to connect with. Okay, then let's get a animal spirit card for some guidance. So some guidance for my viewers. Guidance for my viewer. Some guidance for my viewer on their journey. Okay, we have the fox spirit coming out, which says think on your feet. And this did come out in reverse, so I want to just flick it and just see, is this card upright or is it reversed? Okay, so we have reversed, which is how it did come out. So I'd like to read the book for that, just to get you the message here. And so, are you camouflaging yourself to avoid intimacy? Perhaps you are being too clever for your own good and playing games to protect yourself. Being dishonest with yourself or others can become isolating and create obstacles to true connection. Fox Spirit calls on you to be attuned to what is happening within you and around you, so your quick thinking and creativity can lead you to better relationships and situations. You are called to use your Fox Spirit beneficially rather than in ways that keep you from experiencing what you want. Or perhaps right now you are realizing that a situation is trickier than it appears on the surface, and you are afraid to make a move in case it turns out to be a mistake. Fox Spirit is here to remind you that when you are in alignment with the Great Spirit, the answers and solutions can come quickly and you can trust them. Don't overthink a situation in order to avoid the challenge of facing a difficult truth. Fox Spirit's creative nature will always be there to guide you and to help you move quickly into better circumstances. I really am getting connected with the last part of that reading, where it talks about being afraid to make a move, and as we spoke about, this feeling of being kind of lost right now in the journey. Know that when you connect with your inner knowing, the way forward will become clearer and you will be able to take actions then, and those actions will feel right. Right now, when you're feeling lost, it's like basically any action you take, you're going to still be questioning it and overthinking it, because you're right now not necessarily in the right frame of mind to take those actions. So it's really, really, really important to connect with yourself at this time through meditation, quiet time. Ask your angels to help you. They are there to guide you. Ask your spirit guides to give you messages and symbols where they can, because those will also be guiding on like what direction to take next. Alright, then we have, let's get a Moonology card. What guidance is there for my viewer? What does my viewer need to know right now? What guidance is there for my viewer? What does my viewer need to know right now? What does my viewer need to know right now? What guidance is there for my viewer? What does my viewer need to know right now? Okay, this is a really interesting card to come out, and it's really good advice actually. It says, we have here the new moon in Virgo, and it says a time to give rather than take. So this can also be a way of really getting out of this feeling of being lost, is to spend your time helping others where you can. Give your time to others, because if you feel like you can't connect with yourself at this point, then doing things that are helpful and guiding to others is also going to be a way of connecting again with like this love and compassion and empathy within you, those brighter, lighter emotions that are going to help you see forward a little bit clearer. And this time of year, it's Christmas coming up soon and December, and this is a perfect time of year to really, to give more than receive. And as much as it is nice to receive, and there is always a time to receive, you will receive in the future. The tiger's eye is confirmation of that. But right now is the time to spend, giving, to give of yourself as much as possible. And that will also it will help you feel so much lighter, and to get you out of like this overthinking mindset that's kind of been taking over right now. I also want to look at the bottom of the deck for that, and it says your commitment is being tested, which is so true. I think right now you are at this point where you're like really confused, like should you keep doing what you're doing or should you take a different direction? And I get the sense that you just need to continue focusing on doing the things that bring you happiness, doing the things that you feel good about, because like often abundance and success and those sort of things comes at the point where you're just about to give up on something, but you don't give up and you keep going. And that is when like the time comes that you are able to then receive this abundance that is promised to you by the universe. So just keep going. The more you're committed to your goals, to the things you love, to your passions, the greater the reward is going to be. And even though it's hard right now, you are feeling lost, just know that keep going on your journey, keep pursuing your dreams and passions. And you are in this life able to do the things that you love. The universe does want us to experience joy and to experience love, to experience peace, happiness, abundance, all of these things. That is what the universe wants for us. And right now it's just this point of taking a moment to reflect on everything and connect really with yourself. I also want to look at the bottom of the deck for the animal spirit cards, and it says we've got the wolf spirit. So we have the wolf spirit coming out twice. So the wolf may very well be a spirit animal for you. The wolf is an extremely strong animal. It is like the leader of a pack. So I know that you have these leadership qualities within you, and basically the universe is calling on you to step into that power of the wolf. It says here to turn knowledge into wisdom. So that means like taking everything that you have learned on this journey, those tough lessons, this feeling of lostness right now, turn these things into wisdom. It means using these experiences to benefit you and to also help others like who are experiencing those things themselves. And I think that can be kind of connected back to this message as well. If you are able to speak about your challenges to others, you will find that many people will connect with that as well, because they are probably experiencing the exact same emotions and experiences. A lot of people go through times of feeling lost in their life, and it's the more that we can connect about this, the more we can share that knowledge, and it becomes wisdom in that sense, because we learn then different perspectives of looking at the situation. And we also have 67 on this card, so that could be a relevant number for you as well. Then let us get a dragon. The dragons always have very wise wisdom. This is a new deck, so I hope I will get a card that I know, but we'll see. What dragon wisdom is there for my viewer? What does my viewer need to know right now from the dragons? What dragon wisdom is there for my viewer? What dragon wisdom is there for my viewer? What does my viewer need to know right now? What dragon wisdom is there for my viewer? What does my viewer need to know right now? What dragon wisdom is there for my viewer? Okay, maybe there's no dragon wisdom today. Let's see. Is there one card of advice for my... Oh, okay, something did come out. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we have the very first card in the deck coming out, and we have a yin-yang on this card. I'm going to look at the meaning. This is the card of... This is the card of balance. That is so, so, so important. Ah, I love that. I love that coming out for you. The dragon of balance. So basically that is also a message of how to feel less lost in this life, is to really focus on balancing out everything in your life that you can. So that can be in regards to emotions, to the amounts that you give and receive with others. So obviously, even though this card did come out, don't give too much of yourself. Like, only give of yourself if you feel like you have it within you to give. Always make sure that your own cup is filled first, like in terms of feeling good. Like, do those self-care, self-love activities, then you are able to give to others. So that is a really important message here, is really focus on balance. So we all have, with the yin yang here, we all have a light and a dark side to us, and it's really about balancing out those two parts as much as we can. That part of you that's feeling lost right now, that's sitting more in your shadow side, and this reading is really calling for you to connect with the lighter side of yourself, and that is through taking some time right now to really work on that connection to yourself. So just really calling for you to find balance as much as possible. I also wanted to quickly pull out a self-care. I have a self-care book, and there might be, I want to open to a random page and see what advice there is for you. Okay, so I'm going to ask, what self-care and self-love can my viewer do right now in order to really help them in their current situation? Okay, so we have we have two quotes that this book is telling you. The first quote is by Arthur P. Sierra Micoli. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but this is a beautiful quote. It says, "Self-care is never selfish, but it may feel that way when you live a frenzied life." So I really connect with this for you, because basically I think you have always been, from your past, and maybe also from your ancestors and people you grew up with, maybe you have this idea that you always need to be doing something, always need to be on the go, always need to be moving forward. But there's such a call for kind of putting a stop to that frenzied kind of behavior, because that kind of tunes into your overthinking and kind of helps you feel a little bit lost. And really calling for you to like take time to know that self-care and spending time on yourself and connecting to yourself, doing things that make you feel happy, it is never selfish to take those moments. But it can feel that way if you're not connected to your, lighter part of yourself. So just take that quote as confirmation that you can definitely take a few moments to do some things that make you feel happy and make you connect with the inner love and inner light that is within you. There is another quote here by Marth Turley Curtin, and this says, "Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time." So I really connect with that, and with the orange red carnelian crystal here, is that really you are allowed this reading is giving you the confirmation to really spend some time doing the things that make you happy. I'm going to open to one more page to see if we can get any other. And it says here, "Sleep is the best meditation." That's a quote by Anonymous. So there's a call for you to spend more time sleeping. Maybe you're going to bed too late. I know I'm always guilty of this. So definitely sleep is the best meditation. A lot of answers can come to you within the time that you dream. So that might also be how the universe wants to connect with you and wants to give you some clarity, is through your dreams. And in order to see that, you really need to spend some time, sleeping, going to bed a bit earlier, if it is possible, of course. And it says here, there's a beautiful quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson: "Finish each day before you begin the next, and interpose a solid wall of sleep between the two." So that really connects with this reading of just really being present in this present moment right now, not worrying too much about tomorrow and what the future is going to bring, because that's making you feel lost. It's making you overthink. Really, really focus on this present moment and spend a good amount of time sleeping because there's a lot of answers and clarity that are going to be coming to you in your dreams. Alright, then let us get one of these cards, some extra advice. What advice is there for my viewer? Extra advice. Oh, okay, take that one. Yes. And what up? Okay. So, alright, we have two cards that just popped right out for you. We have the flamingo with community. So I get the sense is also with the message of to give rather than take. Definitely spend time with those you love, spend time with your friends, spend time with people that you connect with, maybe people who are interested in the same things that you are. Trying to connect and spend time with these people is also going to help give you a bit more clarity and a bit of a higher perspective. Also, speaking your truth, speaking about your challenges with your community is also going to be really helpful, because that is where a lot of advice can also come from, is people who've experienced these same feelings of being lost, of not knowing the way forward. So definitely with that, I get the sense of really connecting with your community as much as possible. And we get the ibis coming out with acceptance, and I do want to read the book on this because that will give us some more information. Where is it? There it is. Acceptance, and that is number 47. Number 47. So the main message here with this ibis and acceptance is everything has its place and peace is found in acceptance. Identified by their long slender legs and necks, ibis are graceful and sociable birds. These wading birds spend much of their time in and near waterways, collecting fish and other insects for food. Ibis nest in tree colonies, enabling them to stay safe from predators on the ground. Their bald head and neck can be interpreted as a reminder that puffing oneself out there, bare and uncensored, is the most courageous and relatable way to be fully accepted by yourself and others. So that's a beautiful message right there, is be yourself, express your inner truth, talk about your challenges, talk about your vulnerabilities with others. In the spirit of internal peace, the ibis supports us to find acceptance of our struggles so that we may forgive the people in our lives, including ourselves, let go of the past, and find treasure in our life as it is. So I think that is really beautiful, because it's saying that right now everything you need is present in your life. You have an abundance of things and community and knowledge right now in your life. Love in your life right now, and to accept that that is all there for you to connect with. So don't worry about the future. The future is coming. It will come and it will bring other things, but right now you have everything you need, and that should bring you a sense of peace. It also says the sacred ibis was often mummified as a symbol of the god Thoth in ancient African and Egyptian traditions. Thoth, said to have the head of an ibis, was responsible for writing, mathematics, and measurement, as well as being the god of the moon and magic. In today's society, the ibis has become more of an opportunist, foraging for food in more suburban and city areas, being extremely judged for its appearance and demeanor. In history and folklore, we see this as a lesson of just how far removed we have become from our most sacred selves. We can see here that the ibis shows us to become more accepting and tolerant of those who don't appeal to us on so many levels, and to simply see them for what they are, bare, raw, and authentic. When we see that one man's trash is another man's treasure, we can quickly understand that all things have their place and nothing is ever as it seems. The ibis shows us not to judge a book by its cover. So I'm not sure if you will connect to, there's a lot of different messages that have come out in this passage, but I definitely, the beginning part of this reading definitely feels like it resonates for this message, to let go of the past and find treasures for our life as it is right now. So I really get that message from that. Then just to end off your reading, I'm going to quickly get, is there any advice, any more advice? Okay, I love this. We have the card, a little spark coming out. So this is within you. This is referring to that fire within you, reminding you to keep going, keep pursuing your dreams, keep doing the things that you love, follow your passions, because those are the sparks that are going to spark a lot of ideas coming to you that are going to help you get out of this feeling of being lost. I really, really see that you are going to find the way forward. And it's just about connecting to your inner self right now, really taking that time to connect. What else? Ooh, and this is really good as well. We have acts of service coming out. So that was very much here with that card, to give rather than take. So any acts of service that you can do for others right now is going to help you also feel a lot better about your own situation. It's going to give you like a purpose, because maybe that's also why you have been feeling a bit lost, is that you feel like you don't know if you're, doing your purpose in this life. And I think that doing things for others wherever you can, giving rather than receiving, is going to help you feel a lot better, help you feel like you have a meaning and more meaning in your life than maybe you feel like you do right now. Is there anything else for my viewer that they need to know? Throat chakra with I speak. So speaking your truth, speaking about your challenges, speaking and using your voice as much as you can on this journey, sharing your journey. I think it is going to be really, really helpful for you. So anything else? Okay, and we have cups. Love, relationships, intuition, emotions, subconscious, and spiritual. So, and that fell out over the spiritual transformation card that came out earlier. So this is a huge, huge transformation that you are undergoing. So give yourself grace. Spiritual transformations are not easy. There's a lot of things you have to face and challenges that you have to go through, but these are all making you so much stronger. They are bringing you to that person that you are meant to be in this life. So know that, have that higher perspective, that card coming out in the beginning, that everything that's happened, everything that is happening to you has a purpose, and you have a purpose in this life. One last card for my viewer. One last card for my viewer. I love this. You are enough. You are enough. This is an affirmation that you can repeat to yourself. You are enough just the way you are. You don't have to be more. You don't have to do more. You just have to be yourself. You have to connect with yourself, connect with who you are, connect with your inner peace, and that will really, really help you feel less lost. And the last card at the bottom of the deck is patience. Patience, give yourself time, give the universe time to get everything that is meant to be in your life. It's on the way. Just have patience. You are going to feel less lost in time. Just really focus on yourself right now, those quiet moments, and everything has a divine plan. There's divine timing, and things will come to you. The inspiration, the clarity will come to you at the time that it's meant to. So this is the advice of today's reading. I really wish you the best, and thank you so much for joining me on this reading today.